Regardless of the fact that we are attacking your fundamental rights or limiting your fundamental rights, and the Charter says that's wrong, we're still going to go ahead and do with it.
When man first started to travel from place to place over this great round world of ours, thousands of years ago, he used to draw little pictures of the routes he had taken so that he could show his friends where he had been. In those days, he couldn't travel very far, and it was quite easy to draw a picture of his journey. But today, when we can go around the whole wide world, it is much more difficult to map out a picture of our travels. Our picture must be flat, while our world is round.
Saying river keepers. What is river keepers?
Our mission is to advocate for sustainable use of the Red River, and we do that by trying to get people to learn about the river,
okay,
so that they can help sustain the Red River and also safely enjoy it.
Well, I think it's easy for people to say, hey, that river is really brownish green and dirty and gross. Is that true?
No.
Michelle Richard says she was frustrated to hear yet again millions of liters of raw sewage was being dumped into the river, and says the repeated sewage diversions are impacting the quality of life for people who live near the waterways. You can smell a terrible odor, says Richard. Sewage debris floats along the riverbanks, and she says it's very concerning from the perspective of environmental impact.
This is a big issue, and it's not an issue unique to the city of Winnipeg by any means.
Canada went into this crisis with a far better fiscal position than just about any other G7 country, and we are coming through it extremely well as well.
What's your name, fat body?
Sir, Leonard Lawrence, sir.
Lawrence what, of Arabia?
Sir, no, sir.
That name sounds like royalty. Are you royalty?
One hell of a price you get your kids. Hell yeah! Ooh, that smell. Can't you smell that smell? Ooh, that smell.
Canada has banned all poultry and eggs from areas in Minnesota in an effort to stop the spread of bird flu and protect the country's poultry industry. The ban includes raw poultry and other poultry products that were brought or originated in Minnesota and 15 other states affected by the latest outbreak of the highly pathogenic H5N1 avian influenza, according to a Canadian Food Inspection Agency press release.
But we will need to look very carefully at how we remain fiscally responsible as we move forward. But
I said choke yourself. Now lean forward and choke yourself. Are you through grinning?
The volume that was released was 59.6 million liters.
Almost 60 million liters of raw sewage were released into the Red River here in Winnipeg after a weekend of heavy rainfall threatened to overwhelm sewer systems and water treatment plants in the city.
So people start by heading south on the river.
Correct.
And the Red, is this a correct fact? I think it's a correct fact, but the Red River of the North, which is what we have here, is only one of two rivers that flows north in the United States. Is that not true?
No.
Oh, son of a gun. I heard that once. I believed it to be true. I've told lots of people that.
And those are the things that we needed to do in the short term in order for us to have a long term for our Canadian economy.
Are you through grinning?
Sorry, yes, sir.
According to the Canadian government, municipal wastewater is one of the largest sources of pollution to surface water in the country. Environment Canada data shows between 2013 to 2018, nearly 900 billion liters of raw sewage was dumped into the country's waterways. The city of Winnipeg estimates more than 5.5 billion liters of sewage was dumped locally into the rivers in 2020.
Loud. The states impacted by the ban include Delaware, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Maine, Maryland, Minnesota, Missouri, Nebraska, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, South Dakota, Texas, and Wisconsin. Lake of the Woods Foods in Baudette recently posted signs in its store warning customers not to take eggs and other products into Canada.
The best thing to focus on is ensuring that Canadians can come back from this strongly, that they can get back to work, that they can reopen their stores and their businesses, that they have confidence once again in our economy and our future. And those are the things that we needed to do in the short term in order for us to have a long term for our Canadian economy.
Did your parents have any children that lived?
Ooh, that smell. The smell of death around you.
When I look at what Ottawa did, they talk about being able to swim in the Ottawa River. No one talks about being able to swim in the Red or the Assiniboine River anymore.
We know now that the next crisis is already waiting for us around the corner.
It's a spiritual battle, a warfare between good and evil.
There's always someone walking among us who has nefarious objectives and will use some of our greatest technology for the unraveling of civilization. That's always been the case.
Thanks a lot for searching that out. I appreciate that. Fisherman in the Box. Fisherman in a Box.